So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Henderson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Green, 39! Green, 39!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. A very solid gain of 27. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game. And
he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Point after here coming up. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Over.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, that'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They'll run with Henderson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Switzer complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one. And
able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Lucky 56.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Chavez. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the extra contact and people around him.
And this one is right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rosen. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Mixon with a first down carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watching that, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set! Blue, landed!
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll get this one to Switzer. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First target, first catch, and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. On the carry is Henderson. So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Here's Henderson. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Taking it about the 36. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To Mixon on the check down. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Rosen. And this is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Ryan Shazier in there to get him for a loss of 5. Third and long here for Rosen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He'll get this out to his running back, P. Ryan. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And his kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
All right, here we go.
Now it's Rosen. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Pitch goes to Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Lucky 56. 56, Mike 56.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Rosen. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And they'll run it here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. And they'll go on the ground. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the year.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, it's Mixon. And a nice spin into some open field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Joe Mixon, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. 23-yard line. A big third down play there for the Bengals. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On the run, it's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He'll drop it off to Perine, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is taken at the 3. Oh, look at now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Rosen on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mixon with it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Rosen looking to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Over!
Here's a run with Mixon. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Bengals have recovered it. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
They'll run with Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bengals, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll have another home